and I'm here with
Jaden
and
Kamaria.
Okay, and so I told y'all for the month of March we are dealing with God's love, right? God's love towards us, our love towards Him, and our love towards each other, right? And so with these two guys, what we're going to talk about today is friendship, because one of the best ways that we show our love towards each other is through friendship, right? And so these guys have been friends since they were practically born, right? If I had a picture, I will show y'all this picture of them two when they were like real little, but they may not talk to me again if I show that, yeah, because it's one of them kind of pictures. But I want to talk to them about friendship and God's love towards each other and how they handle that kind of pressure with being friends while having friends outside of each other, right? Because just because you're best friends doesn't mean that you don't have friends outside of your bestie, which that's a whole nother conversation. So, got Kamaria, we got Jay, right? So, tell the people, how have y'all maintained friendships even though y'all don't get to see each other every day, y'all don't go to the same church anymore, y'all don't go to the same school? How do you keep it solid? Tell me.
Okay. I've always believed that friendships, especially like, how close we are, they require effort. And I think it was just, effort of knowing that we were friends when we were younger and we wanted to maintain and keep a relationship and a friendship going. So I think it was like mainly like effort. And of course we love talking to each other and being around each other.
I agree, because I feel like friendships, it works both ways, like the phone works both ways. So it's a thing where we both have to pick up the phone and like talk to each other, catch up, because it is hard when we don't go to the same church, the same school, and stuff like that.
So what happens if one of y'all hadn't called each other in a certain amount of time? Like, what's the time limit? Like 1 day, 1 week, couple hours? Like,
we don't go a day without talking.
Yeah, we talk every day.
So y'all talk every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if y'all aren't talking, then y'all know something is wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so that's your red flag. Like, okay, hey, I need to call and see what's
I
up.
start texting her mom. I feel like, where's Jaden?
Oh, that's bad. When you got the mama number and you text the mama and like, okay, whatever. So what does that look like in the Godship? Like God's love towards us and towards other people. Like, so what have you learned about God that makes you want to be friends with each other and share that same love towards other people?
I'm trying to think.
It ain't deep.
I can go. For me, I've always known God's love. He's always loved us, and even when we've done wrong, He's always gonna love us. We ask Him for forgiveness and stuff. So I just kind of take that into like, God has always been there for us, and I feel like as friendship, as long as we've been friends, I feel like we have that trust that we're going to be there for each other. So I just kind of take that in, God has always been there for us. He's never, we never had a doubt that He was always going to be there. So like as far as like friendship, I know I have love and care for Kamaria and stuff, but I'm always going to want to be there for her. It's just like kind of how God has taught me in a way with being with friends.
Yeah.
I agree. And I also feel like, I always lose my train of thought. Wait. Okay, I was gonna say that I feel like having friends that like believe in the same thing as you and like want to do better is like better for the friendship, because y'all can always like push each other to like do better.
And also, I would add, right, like Jaden said, so basically God has set the example for friendship, right? Mm-hmm. So God is in our corner, so we have to be in our friends' corner. God loves us, so we have to love our friends. God listens to us, we have to listen to our friends. So He set the model of friendship, and so it's our job to pretty much follow the model that He set. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's another one. When it comes to friendship, how do y'all handle outsiders? Well, no, you know what? I'm not going to call them outsiders. Y'all don't go to the same school. So you have friends at your schools. How do y'all handle when other friends try to invade your circles, like, or even if they try to tell you that Kamari is not a good friend for you, or Jaden's not a good friend for you, and they give you all these reasons. Number one, do you even listen to it? Number two, if they're able to slide it in, how do you respond?
I like to correct them, and I feel like I have to tell them, like, she was here first, and I just feel like if you can't respect that, then we can't be friends.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's also a respect thing for me, like, and also if my other friends would try to, try to start something by saying something about her, of course, I would just want to talk and be like, okay, I've been on her since we were younger, and we've had this friendship for years, and we built this trust, and I feel like she said, I would have to, just say, we've always known each other, and we built this bond and this trust, and have no doubt about anything. So even if outsiders would try to come and try to say, oh no, this is my spot, it's almost a respect thing. I respect their friends, and you respect my friends. But at the end of the day, if we're eye to eye on something, and we're, we just got to make sure we're okay. If I know we're good, then I know everything's okay.
So it's not real crucial that your outside friends join y'all's bond.
No, not necessarily. It's just us.
Yeah.
But of course, we'll have other friends, but it's always been us. So we just make sure that we're good, and what's in between us is in between us.
Because it's like those outsiders, they come and go.
Gotcha. So this is more permanent / consistent, and then the other friends, although they could grow to something more serious as well, but it's not a replacement for what you have.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, okay, when it comes to God, how important is God in your friendship? And how do y'all show that practically within your friendship? Like, do y'all pray for each other, like on the phone? Do y'all have like Bible study? Like, Jaden, I'm about to read John 6, and you go read verses 1 through 3. I'm gonna read 7 through. So, how do y'all handle that?
Well, for me, like us, we don't necessarily have like Bible study together. I know for me, since I do have a prayer routine, I do include her within it. Like, we don't have what we talk about. We may have a conversation every now and then about, God or something, but it's not, it's kind of like behind the scenes. Like for me, I do prayer for her, outside, without anybody around. So it's never gotten to like, Bible study and stuff if we were at church together, but yeah.
So, but don't y'all want to be preachers?
No, I don't.
No, that's funny.
I thought y'all wanted to preach.
I don't.
Evangelist Pierce, Evangelist Cole.
And I'm not marrying the preacher either.
Oh yeah. She married the preacher, and you married the preacher. And if y'all ain't married the preacher, y'all gonna marry deacons. Yeah. And y'all gonna be deaconesses.
We gonna be people that attend to the church.
No, and they gonna wear those white dresses with those hats on top of them. And they gonna wear stockings. They gonna go to one of them kind of churches, and they gonna be at church most of the week because they love the Lord.
You don't even do that.
Hold on.
You don't.
Girl, I'm at the church every day. That's what I do. I'm at the church every day. So listen. So God and friendships. Okay. So how important is it that you share your faith with other friends? Because, okay, y'all grew up in church. Y'all have a relationship with God, and you have the fruit to prove that. But how important is it that you share your faith with those that are at your school and those that are your friends but may not know Christ?
I feel like it's important because you want your friend to have another life in heaven. And I feel like it's important, like, in your friend group because y'all might not share the same, like, boundaries and stuff. And so they might try to pressure you to do something, but you don't believe in that. So I feel like it's good to, like, have some type of, like, establishment in the friendship about God. It's just important. I feel like it helps the friendship and it keeps it going in a healthy way.
Yeah, like whenever I start a new friendship, I'm not the person to be like, okay, I go to church, I believe in God, but it gradually comes out. Like, I do believe in God, I do go to church, and I don't have those deep conversations at school with my friends. Like, if they would disagree, if they was to talk bad about God, of course, that's when it's time to say something. But I do make sure, because I want people to know, I do go to church, I do believe in God, I do praise dance, I may sing in the choir. I do, like she was saying, like, you want your friends to have, that good life after they're gone from here, from earth and stuff. So that's kind of how I look at it, and I feel like it's just important.
Woo! Speaking of choir and praising, y'all, I got some pictures. Like, I got pictures of them singing in the choir. I got pictures of them praise dancing. And if I find them by the time this video posts, I'm going to attach them to this video. And they will be tagged so I can embarrass them. That's the goal. That's the goal, is for embarrassment. Okay, so cool. So what happens when your friends ultimately don't believe what you believe?
That's just kind of really hard, because it's kind of like you got to kind of like step back and like reevaluate the friendship and like still love them, but from a distance, I would say.
Okay.
I think I've been around my friends to where like most of them do believe in God, so I don't think I've encountered that where
gotcha.
Maybe they don't believe. I mean, I wouldn't. We supposed to, as believers, you're supposed to preach the gospel as much as possible. But like, I feel like I would kind of take a step back in a way, but like like you said, love you from a distance, but I wouldn't necessarily like totally pushing on you always. I'll love you from a distance and still respect you, but I know what I believe in, and that's what I would want to believe in.
So basically, you don't cut them off. You just keep living your life.
And you try to like guide them.
Yeah.
So that's because that's all you can do is try.
Yeah. So you keep living how you should live, and hopefully something rubs off.
Yes.
And if not, that doesn't sway how you live or what you think about God. It just means that you got more work to do.
Yeah. I just.
So what's the most important factor about keeping it tight? Is it trust? Is it honesty? Is it transparency? What is it? What would you tell people that, because y'all are pretty much 18 now, so y'all have been friends most of that time. So what's the key ingredient of keeping it solid?
Well, I feel like most.
She always try to make Jane go first.
No, I don't.
Well, I kind of feel like it's kind of like multiple things, because I can't just say one. I know for me, it's always been effort for me, and then that commitment to want to stay friends, because if I go like a couple days without talking to Kamaria, it's like it's a part of my daily routine now. Like it's a good morning, good night. What are you doing for today? That's how it's always been. So I just feel like it's effort, and I think that's the most important thing for me, in my opinion.
Effort. So the effort word again. So we got effort over here, and then what?
I would also say like honesty and like just being able to like trust her. Cause I feel like it's nothing like having like a friend that you can just be truly honest and like truly yourself with.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you can't do that, y'all not really friends for real. Like, it's an awkward friendship.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Can we talk boys?
We can.
Oh, I guess they don't want to talk boys with me. I'll wait till her dad comes and we can all sit down and have another it's called mukbang, right? Mukbang. We can have another mukbang where it's the dads versus daughters, and we can talk boys next time again. But hey, listen, thank y'all for checking in, tuning in with us. This is about God, love, and friendship. Until next time, use up. We appreciate it.
Oh, bye.
Hey, rookies. Peace.